New at 10, an update to a story we first brought you back in June after WAAY 31 discovered a Lauderdale County mother taking medication for chronic pain is being charged with prescription fraud for refilling an opiate prescription while pregnant.
WAAY 31's Nicole Zedek has been following this case from the beginning. Nicole, tell us about the statewide recognition this case is now getting.
Well, this case was put back on the spotlight after an Alabama senator released this statement asking the Lauderdale County District Attorney to drop the prescription fraud case. In the statement, Senator Clyde Chambliss says the case was a waste of resources and undermines a bill he sponsored to prevent something like this from happening.
The bill that I passed clarified that if you have a prescription and you're taking the drugs as prescribed, that you would not be subject to prosecution.
In 2016, Senator Clyde Chambliss sponsored an amendment to Alabama's chemical endangerment law. It's meant to protect pregnant women from being charged with chemical endangerment if they're using prescribed drugs. The attorney representing Kim Blaylock agrees the case should be dismissed.
It's so clear that there is not a legal case here, and Senator Chambliss's statement yesterday only added, an additional voice.
But Blaylock, who's from Florence, isn't being charged with chemical endangerment. She's charged with prescription fraud for failing to tell her doctor she was pregnant when refilling an opiate prescription.
To me, it meets the definition of obtaining that medication by fraud, because had she not misrepresented that or failed to disclose it, then she wouldn't have been getting the hydrocodone.
This was in the midst of the pandemic, when many appointments were done virtually, so Blaylock's doctors couldn't see she was pregnant with their own eyes.
That physician's office also says had she disclosed that, we would have done something to wean her off of it.
Blaylock's attorney argues it was the physician's job to ask for that information.
The patient does not have a duty to disclose things that the doctor never told them they had an obligation to disclose.
Senator Chambliss says he'll be watching the case to see if more changes should be made to the law.
Maybe we need another tweak to the law to clarify that, this is not prescription fraud either.
The district attorney has offered Blaylock a free trial diversion program where Blaylock would be required to take random drug tests for a period of time, and then her charges would be dismissed. But her attorneys say Blaylock doesn't have a drug problem. She's only using the pain medication she was prescribed and therefore shouldn't have to go through the diversion program in order for the charges to be dropped. Reporting live in studio, Nicole Zedek, WAAY 31 News.
Nicole, thanks. The case is set to go to trial on December 13th.